Those hips loosen up first.
Hi, Mary.
Indoor at the gym.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. What happened?
Hi, Mary.
Good morning. So just do 10
On there.
repeats.
I know. Oh, okay.
I should get my mat too, right? Or do you-
Yeah.
Right. So we'll just move our way down with the foam roller. Don't have to spend too much time on this. We're just trying to loosen everything up. All right. Do our quads next. All right. Do the adductor next. Make the side all the way to the hip. All right, so when we transition to the back, we're gonna start with the neck again. So that's gonna be a staple of the foam roller routine. So just laying down right onto the roller. And if this causes any discomfort, don't force this one. You can skip this one. But just turning to the left and turning to the right. 10 times total. All right. And then we'll go right to our thoracic spine. Cross those arms, chin down, middle to the upper back. All right. And then last but not least, underneath the armpit. Awesome. All right. Finish that up. We'll get right into our stretching. All right. Start with the 90-90 hip stretch. So we'll just take a good 3 breaths for each one and then we'll switch. So try to keep those knees down, put something soft underneath if you have to. Lean forward for 3 breaths. Now we'll turn back for 3 breaths. All right, and we'll switch. Left foot in front. Both knees should be either on the ground or touching something. Let's come forward. All right, and turn back, hands behind you. Try to keep a nice tall stance. All right, we'll hit the Spider-Man hip stretch next. So we'll bring the left foot forward first. I'm going to squeeze that back right hip. Push that left knee out just a little. 3 breaths. It's important to squeeze that back right hip when you're pushing that left knee out. All right, switch, slowly bring the right one up. Same thing, squeeze that back left hip, push that right knee out. All right, next up, we're gonna do our back. So I'm gonna do it this time, standing up with the foam roller. So feel free to stay down if you want. And grab the inside of the left rib. Deep breath in, slowly turn up to the right. Another deep breath. 3 good breaths, then reset. Left hand grabs the right rib. Deep breath in, twist to the left. Release. All right, next up, we're gonna do our adductor rock. So we're gonna bring our right leg straight out to the right, toes pointed straight. We're just gonna sink back and come back up 5 times. Just go as far as you feel a nice light stretch, don't force it too much. Once you hit 5, switch to the other side. All right. Next, we're gonna do our ankles. So you can do this up against the wall, or I'm gonna do it in a kneeling position today. So we're looking to just bring that knee straight over that foot, keeping that heel on the ground. Let's do 5 in a row. So hold for a good second, come back up, come forward, feel that stretch right in the Achilles, back up. And we'll do 5 on each side. Just keep that knee straight over that foot. All right, once we finish the ankle, we're gonna lay down on the back. I'm gonna do a few activation drills. So we're gonna start with the hip lift. So we're gonna start with our toes pointing up, both feet down. We're gonna do 3 in a row, just coming up, squeezing our glutes, coming back down. 1, 2, 3. Now we're gonna bring the left knee up. Same thing, right toe up. 1, squeeze that right hip. 2, 3. Switch, right knee comes up. 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to get into a tabletop position. We're going to do 3 rounds of cat-cow breathing, just really starting to get that spine nice and warmed up. So we're going to breathe out, push our hands into the ground, chin in. Slowly reverse it. I'm just going to do 2 more. All right, let's stand up. We're going to need our band in about 2 seconds. We're just going to do one more quick activation drill, and then we're going to grab our bands. So next, we're going to practice reaching down and touching the opposite toe. We're going to do 5 on each side. So just practice reaching down, touching the left toe with the right hand, come back up. We're just going to do 5 on each side. And really just think about activating hamstrings, that single leg bounce. Stand back up. 3. Go nice and slow. 4. Try to keep that foot dug right into the ground. And 5. And then switch. Now the right leg stays. Reach down with the left arm. 1, 2, 3. Where's my balance? 4 and 5. Awesome. All right. Grab your bands. We're gonna put the bands right on, either just below the knee or just above. And we're gonna do 2 rounds. We're gonna do lateral walks side to side. We're gonna do standing clamshells, and then we're gonna do just some regular squats. We're gonna do 2 rounds of that. So we're gonna go 10 steps to the right, and then 10 steps to the left to begin with. We're gonna get into an athletic stance. We're gonna go 1, 2, feet never come together. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna go 7 because I'm walking into something, but try to go 10. And then go back again. And remember, those feet don't come together. They stay hip width distance the whole time. Awesome. Next, we're gonna do some clamshells. So if you need to hold on to something for this one, feel free. We're gonna do 5 on each side. So feet are together. We're gonna bring the knee up and out. 1, 2, 3, really feel that hip engage. 4 and 5. Let's do 5 on the other side. All right. Now we're gonna get our feet hip width distance, so we're just gonna do 5 air squats. So even if you can only sit down a little bit, don't worry, just stay back in those heels. Let's do 5 in a row. Try to push your knees out on the way down, out on the way up. Keep that stance wide. And rest. All right, we're gonna do 1 more round. So we're gonna do our lateral walks again. So we'll go 10 steps to the right, 10 steps to the left. We'll just take a good 10 seconds, just take a deep breath, get the heart rate down a little bit. And really focus on feeling those hips warming up. Athletic stance, so bend the knees a little bit, and go. Toes should be pointed straight ahead. We're going to do our standing clamshells again. So feet together. 5 with the right leg. So just think up and out. Really feel that up in the upper hip area. Reset. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Awesome. All right, let's do 5 squats, and then we're going to take our bands off. So let's stay back in those heels. Go as low as you can while staying in a good position. Think about pushing those knees out on the way up. And rest. All right, take the bands off. Grab some water. All right, we're going to do a little dynamic warm-up, and then we're going to jump into the strength portion of today. So we have 2 separate circuits that we're going to do, but before that, I just want to do a little dynamic movement to get ready. So first thing, we're going to do 20 seconds of A skips. So an A skip is just right knee up, left elbow, and then opposite. And then if you want to just go like this, you can just do it in place, but if you want to add the little skip component to it, feel free. We're going to do 20 seconds of A skips in place. And go. A little bounce. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Next up, we're gonna do some lateral lunges. So we're gonna get our feet wide, toes pointed straight, hands on the hips. We're gonna go over to one side, over to the other side. Let's just do 10 in a row. That's 2, 3, 4. Keep those toes pointed straight. 5, all right. Next up, we're gonna do a reverse lunge with a reach. So we're just gonna do 5 on each side. So we're gonna step back with the right foot, drop the knee just a little bit, take that right arm, come up and over, step back up. Let's do 5 on one side, and then we'll switch. You don't have to drop your knee all the way to the ground. Just open up the hip a little bit, and then we're gonna open up the side. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with the left leg. So left leg steps back, left arm comes up and over, step back up. All right. Next, we're gonna do some shoulder circles. So let's get those arms out wide. We're gonna go 10 forward, nice small circles. And then we'll go 10 backwards. All right, grab some water. We're gonna jump in to the first strength set. So you're just gonna need some light dumbbells or kettlebells for this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go through there's 4 exercises in the first circuit. I'm just gonna model them real quick, and then we'll jump in. So the first exercise is called the good morning, and you're gonna start holding your 2 weights. And so what we're gonna do here is this is all hip dominant, working the hamstrings. So we're gonna try to keep our legs as straight as possible, and we're gonna reach down, and we're gonna come straight back up. So I don't want you to use too heavy weight. So really listen to your body on this one, and if you come down and you feel like it's too heavy, just do a body weight with no dumbbells. But the idea is we're gonna keep our legs as straight as possible. We're gonna keep our back straight. We're looking straight down, and then we come straight back up. So if you feel any tightness in the lower back, just get rid of the weight and just do it without weight. But we're really gonna feel that in the hamstrings. If you're not feeling that in the hamstrings, reset and follow this just back straight. Weights down, slowly rise back up. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're gonna do Supermans. So we're gonna lay on our stomach, arms out far. Kristen was at Plymouth Middle, so she remembered doing these on Wednesday.
Yeah, and those squats. I think we did.
And the squats too. We're gonna do 10 of these in a row. So the idea, you're gonna bring your arms up high and your legs up high. You're gonna feel it in your back and in your core. That's exercise number 2. We're gonna do 10 of those. Then we're gonna go right into a front plank. So we're gonna do a 30-second front plank from there. And last but not least, we're gonna get into a bear crawl position. So we have our hands together, making a diamond. Knees right under hips. We lift up. We're gonna go 5 times to the right, and then we're gonna come back over 5 times to the left, keeping a nice tight core and flat back. All right, so those are the 4 exercises. I'm gonna do 3 rounds of that. So we'll start with our dumbbells. If anybody has any issues with the good mornings, if their hamstrings aren't feeling it, just please back off. Don't force it. We're gonna do 10 of these in a row. So toes are pointed straight, feet are about hip width distance. We are going to hinge forward, legs stay straight. Down, slowly rise back up. And you can keep a slight bend, but we want to try to keep them mostly straight, really hit those hamstrings. Awesome, finish your 10th. We'll get down for our Supermans. Arms straight ahead, and we're going for 10 in a row. Feet together, arms together, and go. All right, now we'll go right into our 30-second plank. So set yourself up, tuck that pelvis under, make sure your back is flat. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Push those forearms into the ground, deep breath in. Five seconds. And rest. All right. We're gonna get into our bear crawl position. Hands together, making a diamond. Hands right underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's lift those knees up. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. And 1. And rest. All right, that's round 1. Take a break. Take about a 30-second break, then we'll get right into our good mornings again. All right, whenever you get ready, let's go down, nice and slow on the way up. Really feel those hamstrings. We're not sucking them. Okay, go right to our Supermans next. Hands together, feet together, and go. All right, front plank next. Set yourself up. 3, 2, 1, and left. Five seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right. Lateral bear crawl. Hands make that diamond. Push those knees up. 1, 2. And rest. All right, 2 rounds down. All right, last round. Start in 10 seconds. And go. Nice soft bend, just a little. Down, feel the hamstrings engage, slowly rise up. Good work. Right to our Supermans. And go. And rest. All right, we'll go one more round of planks. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Five seconds. And rest. All right. One more round of lateral bear crawls. And rest. All right, get some water. I'm going to model the next 4 exercises. We have one more circuit to do. So we're only gonna need one dumbbell for the first exercise, but we'll need two for the other, so make sure you have both out. So the first exercise is gonna be a lateral lunge, but we're gonna do it holding our dumbbell right up in a goblet position. So if the lateral lunge feels awkward or uncomfortable, either modify or just don't go as deep. But we're gonna do 5 to each side. So we're gonna go 1, and then we'll do 5 to the other side. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're gonna be on our back with that same dumbbell. And we're gonna be pressing from the floor up. We're gonna do 5 with one arm while the other arm's on the ground, then switch. We're gonna do 5 press on the other side. That is exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're gonna take our lighter dumbbells that we had, and we'll be doing some jump squats. But I want you to modify, if this does not feel comfortable, just do it without weight. But the idea here is that we're gonna jump, come back down holding our light dumbbells, and we're just gonna do 5 in a row. 2, and then up to 5. But if you wanna just modify, if you wanna just do sit and stands, if jumping and landing is not good, please do not do that one. Just do a regular sit down and stand back up with the weight. And then last but not least, we're gonna do toe touch squats. We're gonna do 5 in a row. So down, touch, pull ourselves into a squat, and rise back up. All right? So we have 4 exercises. We'll get started in about 30 seconds. All right, whenever you're ready, so we're going 5 to the right, then 5 to the left. All right. Now we're going to slowly lay down. We're going to do our floor press next. 5 on each arm. Back should be nice and flat against the ground. And go. All right, so we're doing our jump squats next. So again, modify if need be. Even if you just do a little bit of a squat jump, that's still going to build a lot of strength and power. But if you want to challenge yourself and you want to hold some light dumbbells, you're going to do 5 in a row. We always keep it safe. We're just not a huge jump, just a little bit of a lift and land softly right in the middle of your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. And last but not least, our toe touch squats. Slowly bend down as far as you can go. Pull yourself as deep as you can. And then rise up. We're doing 5 in a row. All right. Once you finish your 5th, take a break, get some water.
I have a question.
Yes, of course.
When you do those, does your heels come off the ground? Because mine always do.
Your toe touch squats.
Yeah.
So if they do come off the ground, just work on not pulling yourself as deep because you don't want the heels to come off the ground. So
Okay, so just
instead of like really trying to get super deep in the squat, when you get to this point, go down as far as you can. Once you start to feel those heels lift, straighten up, push your knees out, and rise up.
Okay.
Once you get more hip mobility, you'll be able to get deeper down without the heels lifting up. It could be an ankle issue too. Your ankles could be really tight, and that's why they lift up off the ground. But
My right ankle's screwed up. So maybe
yeah. So just spend time working on your ankles, loosening up your ankles, and then
yeah.
the purpose though, is to keep the heels down. So if the heels start to lift, just stop at that point, push your knees out a little bit, stretch the internal hip flexors, and then just stand right back up.
Yeah, and probably the more you do it too, the stronger you get.
That's probably my favorite movement to get ready for exercise. I just like to add in the things, just keeps you moving good, but it's the best test of your ankle and your hip mobility. So just use that as kind of like a barometer. If you're feeling, kind of like loose, be like, all right, let me see how I feel. Bend down, touch the toes, pull yourself into the squat, and stand up. You will notice over time you'll start to get deeper into that squat.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. All right, we'll start with our lateral lunges. We have 2 more rounds to go. So if you're doing them without weight, no worries. If you are holding weight, keep the weight right up near your neck, elbows tucked in. And go. Make sure that toe is pointed straight when you step out. We're trying to attack the inside of those hips, the adductor area. And if that toe comes out, we can hurt our hips. We want to make sure those toes pointed straight. Great job. All right, down to our floor press. Really make sure that lower lumbar area is nice and flush with the ground. We don't want to be arching our lower back at all. And go. All right. Do our squat jumps next. Again, play it safe. If you want to just do a nice little jump without weight, you're still getting a lot of benefit out of that. So don't force something that's not there. Doing 5 reps in a row. All right. And then toe touch squats. All right, good work. Okay, get some more. We got 1 more round. So I'm actually going to drop down and weight on my lateral lunge. Because it just didn't feel right with the heavier weight, so never hesitate to lower the weight. Would rather have the form really good on this lateral lunge. And even just a little bit of resistance, little added weight is great, so don't feel like you have to grab a heavy weight. So even for me, I'm going to drop down to a 20 instead of a 30. And whenever you're ready, go. Awesome. All right. Down to our floor press. All right. Last round of jump squats. If you are holding weight, make sure your chest is squared up. You're looking straight ahead. Down and go. Awesome. All right. Finish up with our toe touch squats. All right, then we're gonna lay back and we're gonna get into the figure 4 stretch. We're just gonna do 2 or 3 stretches just to cool down. So we'll put the left foot over the right knee. If you just wanna relax here, that's great. If you wanna reach through, grab that right hamstring. It's gonna take 3 breaths. Right here, push that left knee out. Feel that internal hip flexor stretch a little bit. Okay, switch. Right foot's gonna go over left knee. Reach through, grab that left hamstring. Push that right knee out a little bit. All right, last stretch. We're gonna get into a reclining butterfly. So get the bottoms of your feet together. Take 3 deep breaths. All right, great job today, guys. So a big thing to keep in mind is you don't want to feel super sore after these workouts. So the idea is we do a lot of different movements, targeting a lot of different areas of the body so that we're not stressing one area. So I hope you're not feeling like, you know, ridiculously sore the next day. That's not the goal. If you are, it might just be because you're working some new muscles, but The idea is that we spread everything out so that you're not waking up the next day like having a hard time getting out of bed. So I recorded this. If you want to view this, just let me know and I can send it to you. If you want to do it during the week, if there's like a strength, you want to do a strength routine. If there's any, there's always ways to change it up a little bit, so you can just send me a message and I can give you some ideas. So feel free. I'm just going to upload this right now after we finish. So if you want it, just let me know.
Oh,
Matt,
thank you.
Can I get it so I can have Dave do it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll send it to you right after it uploads onto the computer.
Can you send it to me too?
Yes, I'll send it to all three of you guys. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Mary. Bye, Mary. Bye,
Bye.
Linda. Bye,
Have a
Matt.
good weekend, guys.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.